I'm delighted to be here today to congratulate you, graduates, and to recognize your achievement in meeting both the Italian and US requirements for a high school diploma. Luckily, you didn't actually have to go to high school twice to earn them. Your achievement, reflecting the extra hours you put in to meet the criteria for a US diploma, is an indication of your academic excellence. It is also evidence of your interest in gaining international perspective and experience early on in your education. As an American diplomat who has spent over 20 years working to build ties between the United States and the world, I congratulate you for your initiative, and I'm honored to be taking part in this ceremony, which marks the beginning of your journey in deciding how you will fit into and contribute to the world. You're already ahead of the game. I hope you have seen during your studies, from both the American and Italian perspectives, how important our shared values of democracy, rule of law, and respect for human rights are to our collective prosperity and security. Your dual diplomas reflect your membership in the transatlantic community, underpinned by an alliance that creates opportunities, as well as a responsibility to foster those values as you forge ahead in your career and your life. I want to recognize Mayor Damiano Tommasi, whose presence here today shows the pride the city of Verona takes in your accomplishments. Mayor Tommasi is just back from a trip to the United States, and his recent visit is an example of the dense network of ties between the US and Italy that make your dual diplomas so valuable. And they'll open doors for you as you build your futures. The world is a competitive place, and the global economy is undergoing several important shifts all at once. While that means that the ground is sometimes shifting underneath our feet, it also means that there are extraordinary opportunities across the globe for innovation and creativity. In reading through the Dual Diploma Times, I see your awareness of the challenges and opportunities presented by current events. Countries around the world are making dramatic changes to make progress towards sustainability, as well as to mitigate the effects of climate change. We may not be making progress as quickly as seems necessary, but significant changes are underway in Europe, the United States, and around the world that will reshape our economies as you complete your education and enter the workforce. At the same time, companies and governments are moving to increase resilience to supply chain disruptions, hard-earned lessons from COVID. And this is shifting business partnerships and investment decisions. Finally, there's an increased awareness among democracies that preserving sovereignty means limiting the role of companies and governments that do not share our values in strategically important sectors and infrastructure. Meanwhile, continued rapid technological advances, from artificial intelligence to air taxis, have and will continue to create new opportunities. With all of these forces reshaping our world at once, I can't tell you what the future will look like. But maybe we'll finally get those flying cars from all the movies we've been watching for years. But I can tell you that you are better prepared to meet the future with the dual diploma that you are receiving today. Federico Fellini, whose films did so much to show the world the best of Italian genius, once said, "A different language is a different vision of life." In strengthening your English language skills and delving deeper into American history and government through your dual diploma courses, you have had an opportunity to experience the American vision of life. We're a large and complex society full of promise and contradiction, with the common thread that we are always striving to build a more perfect union, as the preamble of our Constitution says. I hope the dual degree program left you interested in learning and experiencing more. And I hope that many of you have already applied to or are thinking about applying to study in the United States as you continue your education. As our Education USA website says, with thousands of academic programs, world-class institutions, and unmatched flexibility, the United States offers a wealth of higher education opportunities that you will not find anywhere else in the world. Bottom line, we would love to have you. If you haven't applied or aren't yet sure how you want to include studying the United States in your future plans, I recommend checking out educationusa.state.gov. I bet you guys thought you were done taking notes. That's the official US government gateway to researching your international student options and identifying institutions that are a good match to your interests. Education USA also provides information about financing your studies, understanding the documentation required to apply to programs, how to apply for your student visa, and preparing for departure. For those of you who would like to remain in Italy or Europe for your studies, I encourage you to explore opportunities to do graduate or postgraduate research in the United States through the world-renowned Fulbright program, fulbright.it. Fulbright provides fantastic opportunities to explore your academic interests in depth while experiencing life in the US. Let me close by congratulating you again on your accomplishment. I know that the COVID pandemic, which hit Italy particularly hard, added an extraordinary challenge to high school students everywhere. And I applaud you for persevering and completing not only your Italian educational requirements, but the American ones as well. You did it. And I also want to extend that congratulations and recognition to your families who supported and encouraged you in your Italian and American studies, and maybe even practiced English with you along the way. Grazie a tutte le famiglie per aver assecondato I sogni di questi ragazzi e ragazze nel diventare cittadini del mondo. Congratulations as well to the teachers and program directors who encouraged you and pushed you to be the best versions of yourselves. Thank you, educators, for encouraging young people across Italy to learn about the United States and immerse themselves in an English-speaking academic environment. Finally, thank you to Richard Collins for his kind invitation to speak here today and for all he does to ensure the continued close person-to-person ties between the United States and Verona, the Veneto, and all of Italy through his work with the dual diploma program and his involvement in the community. Class of 2023, I wish you all the best as you start your next chapter. And so, in the immortal words of the inimitable American writer Dr. Seuss, congratulations. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know. And you are the one who'll decide where you'll go. Congratulations and best of luck.